7 seconds, guys. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and there we go. We got a profit. Hey everybody, Mark here. Welcome back to the channel. All right, so I've got a brand new strategy to share with you for pocket option. This was something that has been brought to my attention from a member that's part of our VIP Telegram group, and I thought I would give it a shot. So let's go ahead and try out this strategy. This is going to be using the MACD and also the Bollinger Bands, as well as the Heikin-Ashi candles. So we will be using the 2-minute time frame for the chart and also a 2-minute expiration. Now I'll give you all the settings right now. So before we start, over here on the Bollinger Bands, you just come up here and you can just select Bollinger Bands right here. It's not the one that says Bollinger Bands with, but it's the one with just Bollinger Bands, okay? And then for the settings on this, you're just gonna wanna set the period to 6 and then the deviation to 1.3. Now for the styles, the things that I've changed here to match up with the original strategy is going to be white for the top, red for the middle, white for the bottom, and then this turquoise looking color for the background, okay? Now the thickness, the line thickness for all of these is going to be 2 pixels, okay? Just so you can see things a little bit better. And then you just want to add the MACD indicator. So that's right over here, MACD. And as soon as you have that, let's go ahead and click on the little pencil icon to edit that. And so for the fast period, we're going to have 6. For the slow period, we're going to have 19. And then the signal period is going to be 6 as well. Now for the styles for this, the only 2 things that I've changed is the line thickness for the MACD and the signal. So right here, I've just set these to 2 pixels and that's it. You guys are all set to go. Make sure that you do have your charts set on Heikin-Ashi candles if you have not done that already. And we're going to be using 2 minutes. So 2-minute time frame. And also over here, make sure to set this to a 2-minute expiration for your trades. All right. Now, what we're looking for here, guys, is some nice consistent price action and some nice balanced moves, some good ups and downs in the market without a lot of choppy candles. You want to stay away from the choppy candles with huge wicks and things like that. You want to see the movement where you're going up for a little while and then you're going down for a little while. And I found that this is the best way this strategy is going to work. Because if you've got some market data and you've got some price action where it's like, the price is going one way, but then it just turns and goes the other way. If it does this too frequently, you're going to go in for a sell position or a buy position, and you're just going to get kicked out of the market. It's just going to turn against you right away. And you guys definitely don't want that to happen. So let's talk about exactly what you guys are going to do and how you're going to enter the market using this strategy. So we've got the Bollinger Bands here, and we have this white line on each side of the Bollinger Band. And then of course we have this red line that kind of resides in the middle of the Bollinger Band, just like this. So this stays consistently in the middle. And what we're really looking for, let me go and see if I can make this a little bit larger here, or I think that's full. Yeah, that's full size there. And what we're looking for here is we need to see where the price could go by using support and resistance. Now, don't freak out when I say that, because I know that can seem a little bit complicated for you guys, but I'll explain that in just a moment. We're looking for a breakout of this Bollinger Band, a nice strong candle with a good sized body to break out of the Bollinger Bands and cross the white line, which is on the outer edge of that band. And so it looks like it's a nice healthy size candle that's pushing up. So it looks like we have some strong upward direction or downward direction, which would be the red candle instead. And then we also should have some type of good separation here from these 2 lines on the MACD. Now, what I'm looking at these MACD lines here, and it's very similar, almost identical to a stochastic oscillator. So if you're already familiar with the stochastic, then you're just going to feel right at home. But the bars are also important. You can kind of give or take. You could look at the bars. They're going to help you, giving you different confirmations and stuff. You don't have to go with the way the bars look, but it could be helpful as well. What we really want to look at here is pay attention to when these lines on the MACD have intersected, when they have crossed. And so if we have the red line at the bottom and the green has crossed up over the red line, that means, we're anticipating the market going up. So that's just giving kind of like a heads up where the direction of the market could go. And this is going to be helpful for us if we're going to do a buy. Well, we want to make sure that everything's going up, right? And if we're doing a sell, well, it's the complete opposite direction. So let's go ahead and check out a sell scenario. Let's look right here. You can see that this red line at the very top here, it has crossed over the green, but the green has crossed down over that red. It has intersected it, and now the green line is below the red line. And when that happens, now we're anticipating the price to go down, okay? So there's a lot of little indications to look at with this strategy. You have the Heikin-Ashi candles that must break out of this white line on the Bollinger Bands. You've got this stochastic here on the bottom you have to look for. This may not be something for everybody, but we're going to go ahead and give it a shot and see really how effective this really is. So I've got several years of trading experience underneath my belt. I'm going to do everything I can because I have only used this strategy today, and I have not been using this like nonstop for weeks on end or anything like that, guys. So it's new to me like it's new to you. But you know how we do things on this channel. I try to provide as many strategies and education and tools for you guys so you can become better traders. Let's see what this strategy can do. So the first thing I would do is find a chart or an asset that has that smooth, nice price action that you want. This is just a little bit too choppy for me. It's got a lot of candles, a lot of long wicks and stuff going on there. I'm just going to go ahead and skip through this because it's just, for me, that looks like it, whatever the market's doing, it's very undecided. It just doesn't know where it wants to go. And so I want to stay out of that. Okay, this looks pretty good here. Let's just see what's going on here. We've got this green line that is crossed over the red, so that's good, and it has a little bit of a distance between that red, that green and red have a little bit of a separation. That's what you want on the MACD. We do have some strong candles here. We could take this position, but also what we want to look for is where could this price go? Do we have any previous key areas in the market? Do we have, and is there anything over here on the left where the market has been before, where the price has touched before? Because if it has, then we can call that, a special key area or like a resistance area, possibly. This is how we're defining different zones out there on the chart of support and resistance, because the price will touch at certain areas more than once. It'll do this. It'll bounce. Just as an example here, let me go ahead and grab this. I don't want to get too ahead of myself here, guys. Stay with me. I don't want to make this too complicated, but you can see how the price responds to an area or a price several times. It does this over and over. It does this every day. Every chart has this. Even down here, you can see all this rejection that's happened around this price. For whatever reason, it could be a psychological number around this area. We just don't know. But looking at the present time here, we've got a good push going to the upside here. But based on the MACD and everything that I know about a stochastic oscillator, this has a tendency to cross back over the red if you enter in too late. And you really want to get it in at the very beginning when that green intersects and crosses up over the red. Okay, did that make any sense? So that's really the point where I would consider entering, or even just before it intersects. But with this strategy, we're just looking for the break of this Bollinger Band above with a good strong candle that's going through these outer white lines on the Bollinger Band, right? And so this could be a pullback, but is it? Let's go ahead and enter the market. Let's get a trade in here, guys. Why did I enter the market? Well, because we have a little bit of a pullback from this white line, but we also have a pretty good distance from the green line on the MACD and the red line. Pretty good amount there, which tells me that, we could still see a little bit more movement to the upside. but we don't know yet. And, you know, we could lose this, guys. We got a whole 2 minutes here. Maybe I'll stop the video or pause or fast forward the video. We'll see. We've got a brand new candle. Look at this. So we're going up. Let's go ahead and go to the line chart and look at that. So we can see the distance from our original position here. And look at that. So we're way, way far away from that. And it looks like we could end up in profit here, guys, which is fantastic. So that was a good entry. And the way I would use this is the way the strategy was written, the way it's built, is you would enter when the candle is much past the white line on the outer side of that Bollinger Band. But what I would do, if the MACD, if the stochastic lines on the MACD look really well, and you have a good separation here between these two lines, then I would wait for just a little bit of a pullback from that Heikin-Ashi candle first. It's kind of like a slingshot, you know, if you ever use a slingshot, you pull it back and then boom, and that's kind of like especially when it comes to the Heikin-Ashi candles, that's how I look at it anyway. You want a little bit of a pullback and then have that just spring up, and the next candle should push up even higher than the previous one, and that's exactly what has happened right here. Guys, let's see what we have here. So back on the line chart, and we've got we've got 7 seconds, guys. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and there we go. We got a profit. So really cool strategy. It could be effective. This is something that you guys are going to have to test out yourself. Let's go and look for another setup. Okay, this looks pretty good. Okay, check this out. So we've got this green line separating from the red line on the stochastic on the MACD. We've got these green bars creeping up here. I need a little bit of a pullback. We have 1 minute for the next candle. Ooh, a little bit, give me a little bit more there. We're just coming, you know, it's reaching outside of that white line on the edge of that Bollinger Band. Now, do we have any areas of resistance? Remember, guys, it's not just about the indicators, but also areas of support and resistance is what the strategy is all about. So let's grab this rectangle tool, and I see a little consolidation in the past at this area, and that could affect what's going on here. And you can see that the prices may be responding to this area, but it's not really, I would say, a very, very strong key area. We've had a little bit of kind of a little pause in the past over here. Nothing that I would be really too concerned about. I really like the way this is looking, and we've got a nice pullback. We've got 16 seconds for the next candle, and let's go ahead and enter. I'm going to go and clear off these drawings and everything so you guys can see this. So let's zoom into this a little bit closer. We've got 2 seconds for the next candle. Hopefully it's, yep, there we go. Nice and powerful coming up there. And hopefully we can sustain that. Now we're still down. We've got the stochastics on the MACD indicator. Those are still below the middle line. If you guys want to see that where that middle line is, it's over here. You can see that the middle area is going to be the 0. You can see right over here. It just says 0. It's really small. It's kind of hard to see. I don't know if you can actually change the color of that. I don't think you can, or to make that more noticeable. But we've got some good separation here. We're coming up, and would have really liked to see the bars kind of more towards the middle area, but it's starting to hesitate, guys. We've got 1 minute for this to turn around, and so let's go ahead and wait this out. Now, what we can do meanwhile is we could look around for another opportunity. And oh, this looks good over here. I really like this. We're pushing out through that white line on the outer edge of the Bollinger Band. We've got the stochastic lines on the top of the MACD. We've got that red crossing over. Give me a little bit of a pullback. I'm going to go ahead and enter. We've got 30 seconds here, guys. Looks like that other trade's probably going to bomb. Yeah, I don't know, 14 seconds. That one looks like it's going to be a loss. That's okay. Let's focus on this one right now, which is good. I like to see that. But what I'm really focusing on here is this red line. It's already intersected over the green, which is good. And so we need to keep the distance between the red line and the green line. And wow, that just switched around really quick. So you really got to be careful with this. Yeah, so let's go ahead and see how this works out, guys. 1 minute and 20 seconds to see if this turns around. Any type of zones or anything? A little, kind of somewhat of a zone. We've got we do have a zone over here, actually. something that it could be bouncing off of, which is good. If we do have some resistance up here, then that could help us in pushing the price down, which is what we want. And so it's touched this price before, it's rejected off that price before. Maybe we'll get a little bit of a push down in a little while if it keeps going up here. So yeah, I'm just being real with you guys. I'm not trying to win every single trade here. You know, I've been trading for several years. I kind of have a feel for things pretty good, but I'm not going to just make a video or put out a strategy, you know, and try to get wins or show you wins all the time, because you guys, if you watched my other videos, I have losses all the time. And so this is the reality of things. You do not have to have a 90% or 100% win rate to win with binary options. As a matter of fact, if you have my Wealth Warriors Trade Manager, which is available in the VIP Telegram, you guys can be profitable even with a 30 or 35% win rate. And if you're a little bit confused on how that's possible, well, you got to check out the Trade Manager, because it really controls and helps you to become profitable even with several losses in a row. So it's a pretty cool thing, and the members have just been loving it. I'm going to leave it at this, guys. You guys be the judge. That's how you use the strategy. Try it out. Let me know what you think. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll see you on the next one. Take care. Hey everybody, Mark here. I have a question for you. Are you struggling to become profitable with binary options? Does it seem like no matter how many wins you get, your account balance is either going down or it just seems to stay in the same spot? Well, I've got a solution for you. It's called the Wealth Warriors Trade Manager, and it gives you the potential to make between 5 and 10% on your account every day. You could have multiple losses in a row and still come out profitable. And you guys know that, you know, having proper risk management is your key to success with trading. And this Trade Manager gives you that edge that you need. So join the VIP Telegram group now and get access to all my premium calculators and spreadsheets. Now's the time. It's time to take your trading to the next level. You'll find the link below in the description of this video. Have a good day.